yourself.
Hi, you're in Suzette's studio, and today I'm working on a project for a non-traditional art show that's going to be happening next weekend. I have a couple of things done almost, and one of them is this head that kind of sprang up from the Screcrow event, making the heads for the scarecrows coming up in October. I decided to use that concept and add it to a non-traditional art form for the show. So my idea of ideas was to create a head that was inside of a Jiffy Pop popcorn container that you use when you're camping and you're cooking popcorn over the campfire or a camp stove. But to change it in the form of being a head and then have the ideas or popcorn popping up out of the person's head. So I've been working on putting foil on top of the paper mache head that is paper mache over a balloon. We talked a little bit about that in the Scarecrow making head workshop. And then added the foil that was really the Jiffy Pop popcorn foil onto the top. And so I'm using the E1000 or the E6000 glue to glue in my popcorn and to glue down some more areas of the foil that isn't quite laying down as much as I would like it to. This is pretty clear, and so it's working out pretty good. I'm going to add a little bit more popcorn to it, and then it will be ready for the show. And then the other one that I created for the non-traditional artwork, which means that people create parodies for things or things that are fun or interesting that aren't necessarily traditional landscape, still life, two-dimensional art. It's really trying to think a little bit more non-traditionally for an art show. And it supports the Teen Center here. So this was a piece of wood that is 8 inch by 8 inch. So it also was going to be okay to use for the 8 inch by 8 inch art show. However, I didn't end up using it, so I decided to finish it for this show. But what I did was I took things that I found on the beach, pieces of driftwood, rocks, and so forth, and then created this smaller ceramic head of a woman and put it on this piece of driftwood that looked like a body. So let's see if I can get close up of that so you can see the person there. Okay, and there is her head, and she's kind of leaning. Well, it also has some pieces of driftwood that, hi Wally, that are sticking out here and here that would create a hook. So I decided to create an extra little sign that says, "I'll be back later," and then add it to the bottom of the 8 by 8. So it kind of basically is saying I'm at the beach. So that's the concept of that piece. So that's my 8 by 8 driftwood piece for the non-traditional art show, and my popcorn head. And this is Wally. He has to check it out and see what we're talking about. And I'm Suzette Morrow, and that's what I'm doing this weekend. So what are you doing?